Hi, welcome to Budget Prepping. I'm Dr. Matt. I'll be your host on this journey as we consider all kinds of budget prepping ideas. Why budget prepping, you ask? Well, simply put, prepping can be fairly expensive because, for example, having one of these is pretty nice, but they're thousands of dollars. Do you need that in a disaster setting? Well, that's one of those things we're going to consider on this journey so that we will be able to help you be better prepared on a limited budget. Now, most of the time, each episode we're going to consider taking a look at product that's going to be somewhere between 10 and 30 bucks most of the time. But there are times when you're going to want to spend a couple extra bucks and sometimes maybe a little bit more than that in order to get the right gear that you want. For example, one of the coolest things ever, which we'll talk about in a future episode, is a BioLite camp stove. And the BioLite camp stove is one of those things that are absolutely amazing because it generates US power based on the heat. And the technology is actually really, really cool. It's lightweight. You can even travel with you. I have mine in my bug out bag ready to go, and I can generate power. Now, that also means that a lot of the items that I buy are in fact USB powered as well, like a USB powered rechargeable razor or a USB powered battery charger. And I do have a whole series of rechargeable batteries that I use. So anyway, this journey is going to be going through the whole process of trying to help you be best prepared with a limited amount of funds. So we're going to talk about our 5 priorities all the time. Safety is going to be number 1. It covers absolutely everything. Beyond that, then, now we use the CIA rules for their survival techniques. Shelter is actually our second priority to consider. And then from there, our third priority then is going to be heat. And then finally, number 4 is all the way down there. Number 4 is water. And lastly, it's going to be food. Now, of course, a lot of people are like, well, I need a lot of water first. Well, like with the case of shelter, the CIA noted that in a disaster setting, people actually die of exposure more than they do dying of thirst. So that's why shelter is our number 2 priority. But again, we really kind of consider safety being over everything. We'll talk about safety and just what you're doing, but we'll also talk about personal safety when that time comes as well. But we want you to be able to withstand and survive all the challenges that life has. And with that, we're hoping that you can enjoy this journey that we go on here. So tell your friends, relatives, and neighbors about budget prepping. Feel free to share this link to everybody you know. Go ahead and hit subscribe and like, all those things you consider, because those are very helpful for us. And I would please ask you to deeply consider the links that we've got, because when you click on those links, it does help pay the bill. So we'll see you in another episode. Take care.